Hey guys, we are in the garage and I'm going to do like the all-encompassing A.D.D 3-minute arcade collection tour. So we'll start here. This is a DJ Boy. It actually is in a time pilot cabinet and I'm actually making this for my employer. It's going to be a 16-1. I have a lot of work to do with it still, but it's been in my garage all summer. I need to get it out of here. So this is Whirlwind. Whirlwind is a pinball machine, a freaking great pinball machine. Designed by Pat Lawler, who also did Addams Family, Funhouse, Earthshaker, you name it. Every great Williams pinball game that seemed to come out of the early 90s, this guy made. And it has a fan, it's got these little spinners. It's a great game. BurgerTime! What can I say? I like BurgerTime. I love the cabinet, I love the gameplay. It's just a hot game, and it's cool. Donkey Kong Jr., I love you. You know, this is the sequel to Donkey Kong. I'm sure you played it. And this, for me, is a must-own, being a Nintendo fanboy. So, I love it. It's Donkey Kong. It's Junior. This time, you gotta rescue Papa. That's Donkey Kong Jr. Donkey Kong 3, how I love you. You know what? People, this game gets a bad rap. I don't know why, but people just hate on this game. You're not Mario in this game, you're Stanley, the gardener, and you need to spray Donkey Kong to the top. And it's kind of like a Galaga platformer type deal, but it's not a bad game. And there's my custom instruction sticker that's available at thisoldgame.com. Radarscope. Really one of the first Nintendo games in the US in the arcade, and I like it. It's not working. I don't even know if it's mine, but we'll see. Punch Out! People love this game, but you know what? I absolutely suck at it. It's got 2 monitors, which is cool, but I'm just not very good at it. Let's get it going here. And you put your name in the beginning, which is interesting, and then it shows up on the leaderboard if you make it on there. And it's definitely not a bad game, it's just that I'm not good at it, and I cannot beat Kid Quick, which is incredibly irritating. Bubbles, this is the original Bubbles cabinet by Williams. I have put a multi-Williams board in here, and you can see you've got all these different games, but really, it's always on Robotron because for my money, Robotron is the best Williams game. And it just doesn't get old. Left move, right shoot. Baby Pac-Man. Part video, part pinball. And you start on the top here playing like regular old Pac-Man. But then when you go to the bottom, it turns into pinball. And it's actually a very fun game. Gravitar. Wow, what do I say about this game? This game is harder than hell. But it's an Atari Vector, and it's pretty deep. My monitor has some issues that I have to get fixed, but it's a great game. Check it out on MAME or whatever. If you have a chance to play this, you should play it. It's a very deep, deep game. Toobin! Toobin's cool, you know, because it's got this cool cabinet. You can't tell, but there's this waterfall marquee thing up there. And basically, you and this guy are going down a river, and you gotta go through these little, I don't know what they call them, flags or whatever, and you get points, and it's kind of a fun game. And it features 2-player simultaneous play. And over here, this is actually kind of new. This is a Verse Unisystem cabinet, and I have made it a Super Mario Brothers. And how can you go wrong with that? The kids love it. And here we are. We also have a Donkey Kong, which, for me, is probably the best game to own, period. Still my favorite game, even with all the other games. And really, you can't beat it. Miss Pac-Man, what can I say? I love Miss Pac. But this one's a little special. Because it's not just a Miss Pac. If you press 1 player, 2 player, you come to a menu here, and it's a lot of things. I have a little MAME setup going on in here. And it's actually very badass. And it even plays horizontal games like Tapper. So that's the Miss Pac Mario Brothers. This is a wide body. You can always tell a wide body by the speaker grill in the center of the cabinet. And it's a great two-player simultaneous game and an awesome, awesome cabinet. And finally, we are in the basement where I have my two cocktails. I have a Nintendo Popeye cocktail. And Popeye is actually a great, great, great little game that doesn't get a lot of love. But I love it. It's a very challenging game. And I guess Steve Weeby's going for the world record on this now. But it's a great game. You gotta catch these hearts that Olive Oil is throwing down for you. And it's a lot of fun. And the cocktail version, you know what? I kind of like Nintendo cocktails. Again, people don't like them, but I like it. And then here we have a Nintendo Verse Dualsystem. And right now I have in here Mock Rider, which is an okay game. On this side here, let me see if I can start it. Press A or B to start. Mock Rider is kind of like Road Blasters. I don't know if you ever played that. But you're basically, it's a driving game and you're shooting. Now on this side I have Verse RBI Baseball, which some people say is the best baseball game for the Nintendo Verse system. And I find it okay. Anyway, there you have it, guys. That is the quick 3-minute tour of my collection. Later.